This is the newest addition to my vacuum collection. This is the Hoover Wind Tunnel High Performance Pet. There we are. It's got 13 cyclones. It's got the quick pass. Hold on a second. It's got the quick pass brush roll. So it is basically a Kirby Avalier oblique brush roll. When I saw that, I'm like, what? Wow, that's pretty damn cool. This is one of the newer models, so it has one of this newfangled knob on here. Some people are not going to like that, but I can see why they did that. And the reason why they did that is over here on the back, you can see the pathway for the, from the floor to the container, the bin, is shorter doing it this way. So that does help a little bit on clogs and more, airflow, CFM, whatnot, rather than have to go through a whole hose. I think that might save, might give you more airflow and whatnot. So if you want to use the hose, you twist the hose, and then you take the hose, unclip it, and there you have it. It's pretty dang long and stretchy. That's pretty cool. This Hoover is in the most terrible shape. Well, not terrible shape overall, but the cord. Look at this cord. They just, oh my god, ran over it, twisted it, and I don't know, I've never seen a vacuum in this condition. I mean, the cord anyway. The rest of the vacuum is not too bad. There's a clip down there for the cord that's broken. That one up there is okay. Didn't have any of the tools or the, didn't have any tools. There's the service tag. Tektronix Floor Care Technology Limited. Manufacturer code J17A, so I think it's a 2017 model. Series YG12. Any other numbers in there? Anyhow. Yeah, I definitely need to get a new cord for it. Well, I have plenty of other cords laying around. I can splice and whatnot, but I haven't obviously done that yet. Here's the front. When I got it, it was pretty filthy. I took the bin off, used the air compressor, blew it completely out. It retains a lot of dirt inside all those cyclones, which, let's see if I can take this apart really quickly. He's really, I don't know what you're doing there. Damn it. There. So here's the cyclone mechanism. 13 cyclones. Sure, now it's not going to focus. There we are. And in order to get to the cyclones, I got to take it apart. But you can see in there, you can see all the cyclones, and it was really caked up with dust. So I took the air compressor and blew it out. And I haven't used it since. That was yesterday. So put that back in there. Wait, not yet. Here's the filter it came with. So there's a little bit of dust coming out. There was so much dust caked. Now you can see it now. Actually, most of it is just carpet freshener. Because it doesn't smell like dog, it just smells like carpet fresh. Which, whatever. But it was just so caked up with dust. I had to blow it and blow it and blow it and blow it. I wasn't going to vacuum it, but whatever. It seems to work enough. And surprisingly, when I took it out and checked, inspected it, it did not have a bunch of hair on it. So that tells me the Cyclone does a good job. So that's in there. That's in there. And this is a cheaper model compared to the other one I just picked up. Because you gotta like line in there just right, it'll fall over and make a bang and piss you off. So here's the Hoover I just picked up. I think it was last week. I thought I had just made a video on it. But I'm getting so many vacuums lately, I can't. Maybe I haven't made a video on it yet. So this is the one that came out. We've had this model around for a while. This one only has one cyclone at the top. So one cone at the top. There's a model above this one that's the pet. I can't remember. There's a model my brother has, and it has these little slits around here, so it's a double cyclonic. I think this is a single cyclonic, but it came with all the tools, 2 nooks and crannies, not all the tools, but most of them, and it's the automatic rewind dealio, and the cord's actually long enough to use, unlike the Total Max. What's it called? Wind Tunnel Max. That only had a 15-foot cord, which is, super, way too short. But checking out the build quality, this one feels quite a bit heavier than this one. Like you can feel this one is a little bit lighter. And see this, you can feel the handle is thicker. Right on this one, I can actually twist. The whole handle is super flimsy. And I'm like, oh wow, this is supposed to be the, I guess, top of the line Hoover bagless. I mean, it looks really flashy in the ads and, with the silver plastic. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to be. It looks like a gear. I mean, I know what this is, the bag suction indicator. The button is located here. This one, the switch is on the side. This is a cheaper model. But it is surprising that even though this has 13 cyclones, this one is built cheaper. I mean, like I said, the whole thing is kind of flimsy. I've read reviews where people complained how they lost suction right away, which I bet what happened is they got the filter wet and they didn't dry it all the way before they put it back in. So that was user error. These vacuums are pretty darn good, in my experience. Especially when you find them for $15 or free. Yeah, the one on the right was free. And that one, when they gave it to me, they didn't even dump the cup. At least this one left, it was $15, and they did at least dump the cup, but they didn't really clean it. Anyway, enough of the rambles. Let's get a little demonstration, shall we? Wait, I should have it pointed at the vacuum so we can see the cyclones in action. That might work. I'm using a 2-cent tripod. Try the suction on the hose first. Really, suction isn't really as strong as I thought it would be. So, I just vacuumed yesterday with this vacuum, but that was before I cleaned the filters, but okay, that was the second time I vacuumed yesterday. Paper. It does not like to be untwisted, I noticed. There we go. Okay. You see the dust in the cyclone? Well, yep. See? So it's really hard to like do a measurement because you have to like weigh the bin, and because there's still dust that gets collected in there. But anyhow, what's in the bottom of the bin if it even wants to come out, was all of that just in 4 passes. 1, 2, the first, or 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5 coming back up. Wow. So yeah, it works. I mean, there's definitely some fine stuff at the bottom too. Can the camera even pick that up? Okay, so now we have that demo out of the way. This will be a twofer demo. This one, the cord's in perfect shape. Now let's do this pass right next to where I did with that one. I guess that'll work. Long ass video alert. Got a little bit of brush roll vibration. Let's get another container. Newspaper. Okay. Now this one is a more cheaper, basic design. So I want to do the top of the cup. Do that. There's a dirty ass filter, which I haven't cleaned yet, but there's your single cyclone. There's all the dust that was in there. So, not very scientific. I didn't really clean it up, but there it is. Now, voila. It looks like they both work. Whoops. Now we can take a look. Okay, this side will be now which one got more dirt? Tough call. This one might look like has a little bit more, but that's also less to get trapped in the cone. Come on now. And this one's kind of a dick to get. There we go. Gotta line it back up. But, I guess the one on the right got a little bit more. I mean, look at this. I cleaned the cyclone and all that. So this is all just from this. And this, we don't know how much was already in there with this one. So they're pretty darn even. But what separates them apart is with the multiple cyclones in the bin. Right here. So if you look at that filter, I'd never even rinsed out that filter. I just blew it out with the air compressor. And with all those extra cyclones, it keeps all the dust flowing around and makes everything, yeah, it keeps the dust out of the filter, I guess. Still trying to grasp that. But it's true, you know, you have a multi-cyclonic doodly-doo, your filter's gonna last a lot longer. Versus if you got a shark, which, hold on, I do. I used to hate sharks until somebody gave me one. Then, you know, I don't really hate them anymore. I still hate Dysons because they're way overpriced for the same cheapy plastic crap. Point is, this is your bin on a shark. And there's your cyclone. So it's not going to do a very good job separating stuff. And here's my filter. We don't have multi-cyclonic filtration. Okay, see? It's a very filthy filter. So you have poor filtration, you have to clean your filters a lot more. So, what the hell, shark? Why did you kill off your multi-cyclonic system? Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.